What's going on, everybody? Welcome back in. Welcome. Another week. I can't believe it, guys. So much is going on. It's been a crazy time. A lot to discuss today. You can see I'm not dead, which is awesome. Internet seems a little quirky today. I'm not going to lie. They've been doing work in my area, so if things go a little sideways, I apologize. They've just been doing a lot of work. I keep getting notices like we're working in your area, and I saw I dropped some frames already, like right off the beginning. So hopefully it stays stable. It's looking okay right now. It's looking like it's stabilizing, but yep, time flies is right. So let's do the welcomes really fast. Domino, I'm gonna get to your question in a minute. Psycho Mom, Psycho Killer, Papa Tyler Adams, Kill Delta, Q Creator. What's up, man? Good to see you again. Mark Poppin. A lot of these names so far actually are new. Sean Tattoos, German Rifter. You're not new, dude. German is an OG, and so is Q Creator. Those guys are great. Very like supportive people in the VR community. So thank you guys for always being around. You're always like a breath of fresh air. So what's up, guys? What internet provider do I use? I use Xfinity Comcast. It's like the only thing in my neighborhood. Frontier Fiber just recently came in, which looks good, but whatever. Xfinity's actually been really stable and really good for years until recently. Like they've been doing upgrades in the area, so my speed is getting better. But as they do upgrades, they kind of knock stuff out here and there. So yeah, there was a truck in front of my house the other day. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm definitely doing good. The heart rate monitor is off. See, no heart rate monitor, just hair. Heart rate monitor is off. I'll get those results soon. I'm not expecting to see anything on that. Doctors cleared me, told me go to the gym. You know, they told me work your ass off, do whatever you want. You're healthy. So most likely culprit was just being on vacation, you know, working so much, traveling so much. And I was also on really high dose prednisone for my chronic laryngitis. That has tons of side effects, including dehydration, nausea, everything, dizziness, crust blood, like everything I experienced. I wasn't eating. I lost 6 pounds on my recent trip. I was old, I was messed up, but I'm good. I'm feeling good now. So greetings from Canada. What's up, Trevor? What's going on? So very happy to have you guys in here hanging out with me. It's always awesome. As you see, I put up one of my sponsors on the screen, Kiwi Design. We'll talk about that later, but I'm going to post my sponsors and they, deserve credit. Kiwi's already bopping out new headsets, new head straps for, not that they really have to make a change. The Quest 3S accessories are 99% of them work for the Quest 3S and the Quest 3. But anyway, fluid intake is always important. Yes. So if you guys have never been here before, very simple. What we do is if you have a question, you just at Mateo311 and I will answer it. Now, sometimes if you don't at me, I'll still notice it. But as the chat gets hectic, as a lot of people come in sometimes, usually we're over 100 people. As that stuff tends to happen, there goes the internet being weird. As that stuff tends to happen, I start missing the comments. So if you at me, I'll do my best to answer your questions. And the first question was from Domino. Wanted to buy the MetaQuest 3S. This will be my first VR experience. Can you tell me how worse will AAA games look rather than on the Quest 3? Okay. I've had this conversation with a lot of people. And, excuse me, I should have got some water. For the most part, games will not look worse. What's going to be worse, there's two things that are a downgrade on the Quest 3S. That's the LCD panels. The resolution of the LCD panels is actually lower, but they're more efficient. We'll get back to that. And then the other aspect is you don't have a pancake lens. You have the old school Fresnel lens. So what happens with a Fresnel lens, you get more glare. You don't get like fantastic edge-to-edge clarity. So, in the middle, nice and clear. Towards the edge, you get glare, you get a little distortion. It's not as clear. If you've used the pancake lens, they're awesome. You love them. You don't want to go back. Fresnel is fine. PlayStation VR 2 uses it. All the modern HTC headsets, even the one they just put out, use it. It's fine. It's just not as good. Pancake makes for a sleeker headset too. It also blocks a ton of light. Getting ahead of myself. So, will the games look worse on the MetaQuest 3S? No. you're just going to be dealing with more artifacts from the from the lens. And yeah, and yes, the panel itself is lower resolution, but like none of the VR games run at the native resolution of the Quest 3. Some, like, maybe you have like the one-off game like Assassin's Creed, which ran at a really high resolution, and then they use reprojection. Batman is not using reprojection. It's a native 72 frames per second. And technically, it might even be like a native 80 on the Quest 3S because they're running at a slightly lower resolution. Maybe. That might be the case. That might not. Might end up being the same exact resolution. Most likely, that is the case. So your games are going to look pretty much just the same. It's kind of like having the exact same hardware with a slightly different monitor. That's like the best way to equate it. So like the games can run at the same performance, they can look as good, but if you have a monitor that just doesn't have like great backlighting, or off-angle viewing, or like the colors aren't as good, that's kind of like the difference here. It's not exactly the same. It's not 1-to-1, but you're going to deal with more blurred edges. You're going to deal with this smaller sweet spot. You're going to deal with more glare, and that's it. Other than that, the game's going to look the same. Do you think that Meta will focus more games on this generation? No, I don't. I really don't think they will. The thing with Meta is they'll probably put out like these bangers every once in a while, like Batman. They'll probably try to get a nice like banger or two out every year, to keep the hype up, to keep people pumped, to keep the OG people involved. But otherwise, I don't see them really like being like super gaming focused. They just recently proved that they can pull off like the future they've been describing. The VR is the next computing platform. So Orion showed that they can do it. Now, that's a whole nother discussion we can get into. But Orion showed it's possible. We can make this wearable device that has tons of functionality. That's, the best of everything. And it's not a big, bulky device on your head. But there's caveats there, and we'll get to that. Picked up the Q3 after your last live show. Still haven't tried mixed reality. Any suggestions? Yeah, I got some suggestions for sure. I definitely have some suggestions. So the most full-fledged game is Starship Home. It's the biggest, like, more full-fledged game that you could possibly get. But it's like a fun story. It's very kid-friendly. It's not like super exciting. On the free side, check out Limbo Laser. I'm just making sure I'm not calling it Laser Limbo and Limbo. I think it's Limbo Laser. Check that out. Bomber Drone is worth checking out too. There are a lot of mixed reality small experiences. Some of the mixed reality options in existing games are really cool too. Like Dropped at the Cabin. Their mixed reality mode is really fun. I played that with my family. Let's see. I wasn't a big fan of the Aspire 1 mixed reality mode. Spatial Ops is coming. That's going to be solid. I played a bunch of that. So, I mean, there's some good ones out there. Oh, and try Guardian of Realms. Okay, do have to mention that that Bax over here dropped $5. Thank you very much. You guys don't need to do that to get your question answered. As you guys know, I do this for a living. Really appreciate it. So, thank you. I will get to your question right now, and then we'll jump back up to the other people. I'm curious about the form factor difference between the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. Like Quest 2 and Quest 3 have the same weight but different weight management. So I will be going into that analysis. I can't really talk about it just yet. We're not allowed to divulge anything about the Quest 3S until a little bit later in the future. We're still under embargoes, yada, yada, yada. The typical stuff. But I will go into that in detail. From people have touched it, people have shown it off. It's closer to a Quest 2 in design. I think it's going to be, very similar in that respect. Like you said, Quest 2 to Quest 3. It's going to be very similar. It looks like it's almost got the exact Quest 2 form factor. Okay, let's see. Rambus, what's going on, my buddy? Do you or does chat know, is there a racing wheel, maybe a USB-C connection that works with Quest standalone? To the best of my knowledge, no. But there's probably like a good Bluetooth one, possibly too. But no, I don't know. Kill Delta, what features from the Q3 would you think could have been removed in order to keep the pancake in the Q3S? I mean, there's not much to remove at this point. You got the same internals. You could have removed mixed reality, but that's their future. They want to move into mixed reality. So maybe if you would have removed the mixed reality aspect, you probably could have had the money for it, but then you need different panels. So this is something I was talking about earlier. Efficiency. The Quest 3S is actually going to have better lifespan, battery life, probably about an extra 30 minutes, maybe even longer, because the pancake lens blocks about 80% of all light. So that means the panel in front of it, or whichever way you want to describe it, the panel in front of it has to be running really bright. And that's why they don't use OLED, because you don't want to run an OLED high. You don't want to push an OLED. So you need a panel that's pretty damn bright. So now they could put cheaper panels into the Quest 3S. So they save money there. They save money on a cheaper lens design. So you save money twice. And honestly, those are some of the most expensive pieces in there. So you could have maybe ripped out mixed reality, but that's not the direction they're going. Starship Home sucks. Why do you think it sucks, man? I thought it was a lot of fun. I mean, I got into it. It had me like making stupid faces, like giddy little faces. Trackcraft is really good too. That's another one to mention. Yeah, Trackcraft is really good. The meter, I was not a fan of. So I don't think Andres, we'd actually agree on games here. The meter was, okay. Let's see. With everything Meta has proven, how long before someone figures out how to use Neuralink combined with AR to create an optical version of a cochlear implant for the blind? That's quite interesting. I don't think we're there on a lot of levels, technically. Like, I do follow Neuralink, and as much as like Elon Musk tries to hype it up, they've like apparently killed a ton of animals in their testing, and they're under investigation for that stuff. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to be, I don't want to be in a lawsuit with Elon Musk because but I read that, yeah, they are being investigated for animal cruelty and stuff like that. And how they got approved to like be able to do this testing is slightly sketchy too. We're going on a tangent here, but Neuralink is nowhere close to where it needs to be. And there are like sort of implants that don't go the brain route, that kind of go different routes. So it's a little, I don't see the whole like Geordie LaForge to give someone eyesight type of treatment coming in anytime in the near future. And if you didn't get the reference, it's a Star Trek reference, the dude with the visors. All right. Good upcoming game video, Mateo. I got stuff. I always got stuff. Yeah, let's see what Jack said. Even though he didn't at me, I'm going to see what Jack said. Jack goes on a downward spiral every once in a while and gets super anti VR, but he's been supporting me, so I'll cut him some slack. Honest question: if they are not going to be or be into gaming, or really never have been, why did Meta acquire so many gaming developers? So that's okay. Let's step back a second. They're into gaming. Even if they don't want to be into gaming, they're into gaming. Gaming is not their end goal. I don't think they'll give up on gaming ever. It's how they started. It does generate a lot of money for them with the MetaQuest store. It's just not their end goal. Their end goal is the next computing platform. Now, the next computing platform will be capable of gaming, just like your PC, just like your phone. The next computing platform will be used by millions of people for gaming. So what I'm saying is it's just not their end all be all. Like, that's not where they really want to go. That's not what raises the stock price. The gaming industry is just a cluster F right now. All the AAA industries are getting their butt kicked. They got super greedy. They decided 30% of their game has to be, how do we incorporate, paid DLC and paid mechanics? So they don't, that's not a super good look. Like, the gaming industry isn't, a great look right now, or for growth, or, increasing your stock price. Meta's got a different vision. Will they give up on gaming? No. Will it be their end all be all major focus? No. But they don't need to focus on it when the platform is established enough. The studios that have been around forever, like Resolution Games, Shell Games, Skydance, all those people will use their hardware and make kick-ass games. And why did they acquire the developers? To corner the market, to have more control, to have more influence. They tried paying AAA developers in the past. They worked with Respawn. They worked with the guys who did Spider-Man. I'm drawing a blank right now. Someone will know. So they worked with those guys for Stormland and Medal of Honor, and they butt heads, and it didn't work out, and the games weren't fantastic. So they wanted more control, and this works for them. Boom. End the story. All right, scrolling back up. What's the best mixed reality game in your opinion? It's hard to say, like, because we're very limited on the mixed reality experiences right now. There's very few of them qualify as a full game. Probably Trackcraft is great. And then I think it's called The Last. It's by the guys who did Drop Dead the Cabin. The last hero. It's kind of like an extended version of that game. So that's coming out. I talked about it at Gamescom. It's like Drop Dead the Cabin in mixed reality, except it's multiplayer and like across a lobby or whatever level you're on. Like one level we played was a mall. So across the mall, you could see someone else like hiding in a bunker, fighting off zombies. And you guys are also competing with each other. I thought that was a fantastic mixed reality game, but it's not out yet. So give it a year. Tribe's in the house. What up, Tribe? Guys, again, let me know how the internet's holding up. Like I said, they're doing work in my neighborhood. Normally, internet is always super stable, but I see things going a little berserk today. So just let me know how the internet is. Chime in because, yeah, I hate when things go wrong, but things always go wrong every once in a while. But I just want to know, because if it acts up really bad, I'm seeing some fluctuating numbers. If it acts really bad, I'll get on the phone with Xfinity right after this and be like, hey, you guys owe me money. You're screwing with my life. Anyway, what up, Tribe? What's going on, brother? I love having you here. I miss your wife. She's such a sweetheart. And I missed you guys at Connect. But look at me. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Insomniac. Thank you. Thank you, BMac. Let's see what's going on. I challenge you to a game of Demio. Got both now. Do you accept or do you yield? I accept. Just try and find me. Get me some free time. I think my wife moved out. I can't even tell anymore. I never see her. You know, like when she is finally off work, she's like, I'm going to go to Pilates. And I'm like, all right, what's his name? She's like, excuse me? I'm like, yeah, anyway. No, I barely see my wife anymore. We're in a loving marriage, but between the kids, the puppy, my wife's schedule being crazy, and the fact that she wants to do things for her health, which I totally support, I just barely see her anymore. So, yeah, try and get me a free moment in life. Uh-oh. Chris X is here. What is he going to say? All right. Before that, let me answer Kill Delta. If you were to make a mixed reality game, what would it be? I want a real-time strategy game. I want something like Command and Conquer or StarCraft that I can play in my room. I want it to like reskin the floor, and I want it to, like maybe change the ceiling into like a storm, something cool like that. And I want to be able to see all these figures on the ground, and I want cool new age control mechanics that will allow you to micromanage and feel good. So I want to be like Ender's Game, where I'm like shooting my hands out and planes go by and jets and voice commands or whatever it takes to get like real, good control. That's what I want to see. Okay, let's see what Chris, anytime he types, I got to take a breath and be like, what is he going to say? Behave, Chris. I know you know where this is going, but did you know that you are the best looking content creator? Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Like, look how sharp you look, my guy. You make all the dudes go wild. Can't hold back. I'm very happy to hear that. However, I tend to like to make the girls go wild. It's just me. It's my preference. I kind of like boobies and a nice butt. That's me. To each their own, and I'm happy I do it for you, man. I'm happy I do it for you. Just keep it tame, because you get out of control. All right, Gotham's Guardian. What's up? Wait, Gotham's Guardian. I'm Matt, man. What's going on, man? All right, don't use Comcast. I worked for them. Yeah, this is Xfinity Comcast, and they've been good for the longest time. Now they're crap. Have you heard anything about Laser Dance ML? I haven't heard anything. It's coming. That's all I've heard. It looks cool, but like, check out Laser Limbo though. That one's fun. Glovebox Gaming. What's up, Mateo? VR is popping off right now. Is true. It is popping off like crazy, guys. It is absolutely nuts. Grey Wolf, I just see laughing emojis. I try and keep up with the chat. Maybe it's because I said boobies. Who doesn't like boobies? 2 at a time. Come on. I'm a dude. I'm honest. I say what's on my brain. It's like everything's so PC these days. And someone's gonna be like, okay, boomer. Yeah, I'm old. Like lighten up, people. We're here to have fun. VR's fun. We're having a good time. and I get to answer your questions and hopefully entertain you a little bit. Okay. What got you most excited from Connect? Also, brother, Mark Poppins. What's up, man? That's a reference to my recent Space Marine video. I played Space Marine in VR and we said brother for about an hour long. Wait. Brother, in the name of the Emperor, beware the Xeno, the alien, and the heretic. All right. I think it's Xeno. Is it the alien? No, the alien, the mutant, and the heretic. I was close. Whatever. Yeah, decent on the fly. Thank you, brother, for the $2. You just got a pair of the Ray-Ban Metas, Sean. They are, I love them, man. I thought it would be a product I never liked. So what got me most excited is, honestly, the whole thing was solid about Connect. They gave us super affordable hardware that people are going to buy. Like, I think people will spend $300 to get a new Batman Arkham game. So super cheap, affordable hardware that's very solid, tons of functionality with an amazing game for $300. Boom. That makes VR skyrocket. We're going to get a ton of new people in. Happy there. They showed off, hey, we have a wearable that the average person, nothing to do with gaming, nothing to do with, VR. We have a wearable that the average person will enjoy with the Ray-Ban Metas. And we're adding tons of cool functionality to it. So boom, another solid checking off a box. Look how good we're doing. And then Orion just proves their future, like what they've been trying to do, what they've been talking about for 5+ years. 3-4 years ago, they did that really stupid press conference where they're floating around the metaverse. One friend's a robot. I'm changing my outfit in the metaverse. That's nonsense. Now they really showed, we can do what we were talking about. Yes, there's caveats. Yes, it's going to take a few years, but we got a prototype and we're proving we can do it. So I was blown away. Brother. All right. I know I've been a broken record about this, but we need MR board games. Yeah, we do. I played Demio Battles recently with Genghis, VR Central, and Todd from QTC. We were all in the same room. We played Demio Battles in mixed reality, which was nice. But I'm reading Chester's message. I'm more a legs and ass man. I'm more a tushy guy myself, a butt guy. Tushy, such an old word. But I have little kids, so sometimes I keep it PG. However, yeah, no, to each their own, man. To each their own. I got sidebar there. Anyway, so Microsoft used Solitaire to teach people to use PCs. I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense. I think normalizing mixed reality is huge for the future of the industry. Because when you put on mixed reality and you still see the world, you're immediately more comfortable than VR. VR is a bit overwhelming for some people. Some people just, can't handle it. Will the next Quest use the wrist strap like Meta Orion? I don't think so. Meta kind of showed if it was such a big deal about tracking behind your back, they had a solution. They have their Quest Pro controllers. But, okay, let me explain this the best way possible. Things just need to be good enough. Convenience is more important for 99% of people than overall performance. You just want something that works well, works right, and isn't too expensive. And for maybe 95% of people, that's good enough. Then there's the 5% of people who are enthusiasts, extremists, who need to push it, who need something better. So Meta has proven time and time again, that stuff is not where the industry grows, what VR needs right now. That super high-end niche market, sure, someone else can do that. Someone else can solve that. And Meta has those solutions, but they're not going to focus on them now. They may focus on them when the industry is really big and people want additional choices. Hair. I think it's dog hair on my face. Anyway, so they may focus on it when the industry's bigger, or they, like I said, they may, since they're making their OS available to people, they may allow that to be third-party stuff. They're not going to care about it too much. All right. Have you seen the new environments for the games you view in Metastore? No, I haven't had time. I've been playing a bunch of stuff and just testing stuff. Oh, I got something amazing behind me that reminds me. Look what I'm testing. Doesn't look like much, huh? Doesn't look like, that's the Roto VR, and I got to be honest with you, I've never tried a VR accessory that makes more sense and then like jived with me and just works so well out of the box. It's definitely not for everybody. I'm gonna have a full video on it. It might be up Saturday, but I gotta say, like, I was like, I'm not gonna like this thing. All these VR accessories are like gimmicky. Probably my favorite one prior was Haptics, which, I mean, I use, but still not crazy. Yes, Trevor, boomers are in their 40s now. That's just how life works. See, that's the whole thing. You're a boomer. You don't get it. Boomers are just anyone old. When I say boomer, I mean my mom's generation, the real boomers. They suck. They're the worst people on earth. Even though my mom's okay, but the boomers are the worst generation. However, young people will call us, Gen Z will be like, okay, boomer to me, which is whatever. I'm in my 40s, so I am old. All right, getting back. Have you seen the new environment? No, I answered that. And no, I haven't. Question, does the Quest 3S have a depth sensor? I don't believe it does. I believe they cut that out. And again, it's more along the lines of good enough. Do we actually need the depth sensor? Depth sensor is useful. It makes things like setting up your room easier. The room scale, it detects exactly where the floor is, where objects are. I've walked around my room and it's pretty much crazily detected. That's a desk. That's a couch. And like, those are doors. It knew, which was pretty damn crazy. But whatever. Let's see. I wear glasses. Might snag prescription Ray-Ban Metas. Yeah, go for it, man. I am getting my prescription done today so that I can get new lenses for everything. I don't wear glasses. I don't wear contacts. My eyesight is good enough, but I'm in my mid-40s, so it's still on the go. So anything that'll help, I'll take. You're playing Exocars. It's great. I've been curious about that one. Oh, Tribe, you don't know the rule, bro. If you have a question, gotta @ Mateo or I miss it. There's just too much chatter. But anyway, I'll because it's you, brother. I will definitely 100% answer you. J Rat filmed me saying stuff at MetaConnect and said it was for you. Is that true? Or did he make that up? I used it in a video. I absolutely did. You were brain dead. You were like, I don't know, man. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm down by a pool. And then I just cried the Quest 3S, man. And it was awesome. The games were really good. And that was my Tribe impression. Was that good, guys? Did I nail it? If Tribe's even still here. Yeah, that's it, guys. Oh, look at that. Streamlabs just dropped my affiliate link, guys. So if you guys don't know, I put together this master sheet of affiliate stuff. It's basically like, all the games I have discount codes for, all the hardware I have discount codes for, or if you're just in the market for a Quest 3, like if you get the Quest 3S right now, I can't get you a discount. However, if you use my link, you get $30 extra in store credit, which is pretty freaking awesome. So use that affiliate link if you're looking for anything. If you're looking for Kiwi head strap, Kiwi's my sponsor for the longest time. Kiwi's awesome. 5% discount isn't huge, but they're usually running like 25% discounts to use any code. Just use my links, help support the channel, any hardware, any games, they're all in there. All right, back at it. So our Quest 3S on display at Target today. And up. Some of them actually popped up too early. Want to feel old? I have a coworker who has a mom who is younger than me. Yeah, Trevor, you want to feel old? All right. So some of these content creators, I'm buddy with a lot of them now. They're all amazing people. And Steve knows, one of my besties over there, my boy. I'm closer in age to his mom than Steve. Like me and Steve's mom are only a few years apart. Disco, what's up, my girl? Thanks for popping in. Guys, look at this. Disco VR, Tribe in the chat. They're all making sure I'm not dead. I might die during this stream. You never know. But for the most part, I missed you guys so much. Tribe, I met you in Germany. You were awesome. Like I said, you're a 9. Your wife was a 9.5. She's so much fun. Sorry, she wins. But honestly, the person I was missing the most that I wanted to see at Connect was Tatiana. Look at that. I'm putting this on display. Out of all the content creators, Tatiana, you were top of the list. Obviously, I wanted to see Ty, my boy Roberto, my Italian brother, my paisan over there. I miss Roberto. We were talking beforehand. I was like, awesome, I'm going to get to see you again at Connect, and then I almost died. But besides that, living the dream, what an experience, man. That was crazy. But I'm good. I'm good. I came back stronger. I came back like shot out of a cannon. All right. And for the new people just hopping in, guys, just a reminder, the chat's a little bit too fast for me to keep up with. If you have a direct question for me, at Mateo311. Is that the link in your Discord, Typical Kiwi? Yes, that is the same link in my Discord. That's my full affiliate link. It's got everything. I'm slowly adding the more game codes, but everything else is there. Have you seen the new game preview environments in the store? Someone asked already. I have not tried them. Tatiana, did you actually message Ty today and say, hey, Ty, you're not following Matt on Twitter? So I have a confession to make, guys. I noticed today I wasn't following Tatiana on Twitter. I don't know if I accidentally unfollowed her one day. I don't know if Elon Musk is to blame. I don't know what's going on. However, I looked at it and went, holy crap, I'm not following her. And then I reluctantly clicked it and I'm like, don't see the notification. Don't see the notification. And then like 5 minutes later, she's like, did you honestly just follow me now? And I'm like, oh, I'm dead. I'm a dead man. All right, let's see. I want to be a content creator. Any tips? Thick skin, patience, thick skin. Do it because you like it, not for the money. I mean, I could talk for an hour on this topic, but we're going to keep it chill. Okay. How are the graphics on Metro Awakening and Behemoth running on Quest 3? I cannot answer that question yet. There's two reasons. One, because I haven't played one of those games on the Quest 3 yet. And the other is the other game I can't talk about yet. We're under embargoes. We're always under embargoes. I'm very open with you guys. When I can talk about something, blah, 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 it's all coming out. I have no filter. However, I can't talk about them just yet. I think one I might be able to talk about soon. I did play Metro and Behemoth, PlayStation VR 2. They look badass on that, but you're running from a PlayStation 5. So, all right. When is Pokemon and GTA coming out? Never. GTA is suspended indefinitely because of internal struggles, at least from what I heard. I heard they were kind of Rockstar. It's not a big priority for. Obviously, their brain is all on GTA 6. They don't want to, give away any manpower right now. And then I heard there were internal struggles about who was going to be doing the porting, like third-party companies helping for the port. And I think Rockstar and Meta were not in agreement. This is secondhand information I heard. So just consider this rumors. But that's what I heard. Did you get the new Kiwi strap? I didn't get it yet, but a lot of times Kiwi just doesn't tell me and mail stuff out to me. And I get home and I'm like, what the hell is this? So I'll just keep checking my mail. If not, I'll message them. Let's see. Disco, you didn't say anything to Ty? There's no way that's possible. There is zero chance you didn't say anything to Ty and he suddenly followed me. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. No, you absolutely told him, Tatiana, you lying little troublemaker. Okay. Now that Meta have updated avatars, I wonder if they will improve the resolution of the home spaces. Maybe allow us to add items like furniture and other stuff. They're always playing around with that. What I've learned from Meta is they take like a group of individuals, both on the software and engineering side, and kind of say, have at it, which is actually a really good approach. Google did something like this years ago where they used to spend like one Friday a month and let their team work on any project they want. And like tons of good stuff come out of that because they're passion projects. These are things people want to make. So then that's how we got the capture card, that was added in version 69, I think it was. So you could plug a capture card in and then put an HDMI input into your headset. I personally think it's a weird feature and don't know, I think it's a little too niche. However, they kind of let their engineers run amok and make stuff. So I'm sure we'll see some of that stuff. It's just what is priority to them. Okay. Dark Horse for VR, game of the year. Dark Horse as an unexpected winner game of the year. I mean, I don't know, because I just think game of the year should have been Asgard's Wrath, but we still have tons of games coming out. Like Asgard's Wrath. Did Asgard's Wrath release in 2024? It's in 2023, right? Yeah, it released with the Quest 3S. So okay, forget that. I think it's gonna be Batman, but it's gonna be close. there's tons of great games between Alien Rogue Incursion, Behemoth, um, Batman, Metro, Wanderer. We got something for everybody, all high quality games. Should I upgrade my Q2 to Q3S? There's nothing wrong with my Q2. Okay. Oh, we got Genghis in the house too? Genghis, last week I was talking about you. Good portion of the stream was dedicated to you. Okay? All right, girl? Lots of story. No, I didn't share your picture. Totally didn't. Guys, that's our secret. I totally didn't share your picture or raffle it off. So should you upgrade? Avery, you're going to want to upgrade in the near future because you're going to start losing access to games. Like, you don't have access to Batman. So you won't get Batman on the Quest 2. I turned on my Quest 2 last night, ironically, to just play with some stuff, test some stuff. And it's still not a bad headset. It still, performs pretty well. It's still pretty solid. However, it's the games, man. You're going to need the performance. And now the price is right. You get a free copy of Batman. And they even have like play first, pay later. So you could do like the monthly program with them. And it's not one of those like massive exploitation, like leasing a GPU type stuff. It's a solid program. You're really not wasting your money if you pay on a monthly basis. So hell yeah, go upgrade. Genghis, what's up, my girl? We got to do some D&D soon. All right, let's see. Following those ats. Too much chat for everything. My meta avatar became Armenian overnight. I've seen some funny people. Like, people like kind of popped in and were just like, what's going on with my avatar? Why is my avatar in a bra and panties? That's not true. Why is my avatar on a stripper pole? That's Genghis's. All that stuff going on. It's pretty crazy. Okay. So, Tatiana, I'm going to jump back to you for a second again, my girl. I don't believe you. There's zero chance this happened by coincidence. There's zero chance you bust my balls about not following you on Twitter. And then I say, hey, Roberto doesn't follow me either. Ty, for everybody else. He doesn't follow me. It happens. I'm sorry, my dear. I love you. And then all of a sudden, he follows me. I'm not buying it. It's total BS. I still love you, though. All right. Felix, my man, thank you for gifting all these memberships lately. Means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Guys, when you do stuff like this, it's absolutely crazy. I'm just a dude on the internet talking about something I'm passionate about. It's always really fun, though. Just to be part of this community and everything. Like I said, you don't have to do that. What I ask for is like, throw the videos a thumbs up, throw this one a thumbs up, comment, if you have some feedback. That always goes such a long way. But thanks again, Felix. You the man. I honestly can't wait for the Quest 2 to stop being supported. Some games on the Quest 3 suffer. We're always going to go through that. We're always going to go through that in the cycle, especially since we're dealing with mobile hardware. It's just going to happen. Did you try Hyroscape yet? I don't know. That and the Orion glasses impressed me most at Connect. Orion is unbelievable. Obviously, I didn't get to try it. I wasn't there. I was on the floor, passed out in the airport. So that's where I was. Let's see. The Quest 3 has made a leap in the amount of high-quality titles now coming out for standalone. It's definitely going to help. I mean, it can't hurt. But honestly, just the developers needed more power. And like, I asked Camouflage that like directly, and I don't think Meta was super keen on the fact that in like an interview that got aired, I was kind of like questioning them about the power of the Quest 3, the power of the Quest 2. Did they feel limited? Because that's always like one of these scenarios where they're kind of like, I don't know, we can't, they don't want to badmouth Meta. Now, obviously, that hardware has saved so many studios. It's made their software profitable, unlike PCVR. But the power difference between PCVR, PlayStation 5, and Quest is undeniable. Hyperscapes. Okay. No, I haven't tried that. Let's see. Will the Quest 3S be the final time we see the Fresnel lens in a headset? I don't know. Like, it's crazy to go back from a pancake to Fresnel. But like I was talking about earlier, when you deal with, when you deal with the constraints of the pancake lens, the fact that it limits the amount of light that comes through by 80%. And that's going to, cause you to have to use more expensive panels, and Meta likes to keep their devices cheap. It's hard to say. I think they're going to kind of just keep doing this 2-tier thing. I don't know, like, if they could get the manufacturing and the LCD cheap enough. If they can't, we'll probably see like the the Quest 4S with Fresnel and the Quest 4 with Pancake. Well, that'll probably how it continues. So did Genghis just pop in and make a face and then leave and wait in one of these? Because, she gave me so much shit when I met her. I kind of wanted to throw some shit back live during the stream. All right. How well does AI work on Meta Ray-Bans now? How often does it glitch? So it works really well. However, it's limited. I mean, they talked about the updates they're adding to it, but it's... All right. Rattling my brain, guys. They talked about the updates that they are pushing to it. But right now it's kind of still like a little bit of its infancy. God, my network connection is all over the place, guys. I hope we're good. Are we good? Give me thumbs up in the chat if everything's good. So anyway, yeah, so it doesn't glitch much. It's just kind of limited. Like, I'll be like, hey, adjust YouTube music. And they'll be like, sorry, I can't directly interface with YouTube music, but I can pause and play if you like. Or like the questions you ask, it's pretty much like dealing with anything else, like Siri or Google or whoever. They answer your questions. Sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they give you nonsense answers. Integration with the phone is getting better and better. Like, it does have some good capabilities. I answer my phone calls. I reply to text messages. I use it for navigation. Solid there. All right. Felix being crazy yet again. Member for 4 months. This dude's crazy. How do you feel about improvements in the Meta Quest 3S compared to the Quest 2 in terms of performance and graphical quality? The improvements in that respect, bam. It's the exact same difference you're going to get between a Quest 2 and a Quest 3. So going from a Quest 2 to Quest 3S is the same graphically, except for the artifacts introduced from a Fresnel lens, except for those. And yes, the slightly lower resolution panel, which shouldn't make a difference in gaming. The upgrade is the same. So it's a very solid upgrade. Did you pick up the PlayStation 5 Pro? I'm still on the fence. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about picking up the PlayStation VR 2, the PlayStation 5 Pro, so that I have one upstairs. So like, I'll bring my 5 upstairs and put the Pro down here, because my kids have really been into Astrobot and stuff. I'm either thinking that or getting a portal so we could play in different rooms, because sometimes I got to work down here. Is Dungeons and Dirty still worth it in 2024? I would say yes. And it's just coming to new platforms now, so double yes. How do you still find the drive to still make videos after doing this for so long? Do you ever get in a slump? I used to get in slumps. Lately, not so much. Lately, I've just been loving VR so much that I don't slump. I'm living the dream, man. VR is life. I'm loving it. I enjoy it. I actually, like, any free moment, I'm like doing something for the channel lately, which I love. And if I get burnt out, then I'll take a step back. I refuse to burn out. Burnout helps no one. It screws the channel. It screws with me. It'll impact my family life. So the second I start to feel that, hey, this drive is slowing down, that's fine. I'll slow down and I'll start to think of like new things to do on the channel, new ways to make it fun. That's what I do. What do you want in Quest 4 that isn't in Quest 3? More processing power. That's it. I mean, honestly, that's all I really want, and a little bit more comfortable design. That's all I ever want. Think we'll hear more from Flat the VR before year ends? Yes. Okay. Eye tracking, face tracking. I mean, I'd like to see those in a headset. The only thing is, like, nothing really supports them. And unless they could implement them for super cheap so that eye tracking becomes the norm and face tracking becomes the norm, developers aren't going to support it. Developers don't support things outside of the norm, especially in the niche industry of VR. So yeah. So as much as I want those features, I only want them if they're useful, and they'll only be useful if they're affordable. So if Meta could figure it out, I'm down. No need for a portal, just side load PX Play, yeah, but then my kids have to wear a headset and I don't know. My kids are 10 and 6 now. So the younger one has been playing Astro's Playroom lately because she could handle that. She can't really handle the new Astrobot. But the 10-year-old has been making her way. She's about halfway through Astrobot right now, and occasionally she's like, "This boss sucks," and gives me the controller. That's the way I'm living. Increased FOV would be solid. I'm okay. Well, I mean, I would love an increased FOV, but as long as they do it without caveats. I don't need a clunky, giant, ugly Pimax headset on my face that's uncomfortable and heavy and like kind of wiggles. Smacked the mic, smacked everything there. So I don't need that in my life. I definitely do not need that. On top of that, I don't want like the distortion that sometimes comes with it. They can figure it out. If they can make and also like we lost a little bit of the stereoscopic overlap on the Quest 3, which does bother me a little bit. So I'm happy where we are. So if you could do it without any caveats, yes, but it's not like I definitely need it. What about haptics in the headset for Quest 4? I don't know. I got a butt kicker in that, it's a rumbler in that Roto VR, and I like it. I like it. A little brrr on the tush. Let me tell you, Disco or Tatiana, I knew like when you were having a kid, it's going to reset life, but that's fine. I mean, listen, it's the most important thing in your life and it's amazing. And it's going to be some of the best experiences you ever have. And only people who've had kids can describe it. But yes, it puts everything else on hold. And the best advice I can give, and I think we've talked about this, is just embrace it. Don't think about the other crap. Don't say, oh, I could. Your kid's only going to be a baby once, and it's only going to be a baby for a short amount of time. Suck up every ounce of joy in that, and tell everything else to go F off during that time period. Sure, try and stick with it. Get some free time, but your kid's your most important thing. YouTube is fickle. The people of the internet are fickle. You got your kid for life. You can't get that time back. So I speak from experience. With one of my kids, I was more like, oh, I got no free time. This sucks. And then I'm like, nah, you just live it. It's great. I have another flat to VR wishlist item, albeit very unlikely. Flat to VR, partner with Blizzard and bring back shelf games like StarCraft Ghost. That would be awesome. That'd be fantastic. Are you aware of any new tech or features on the horizon for VR? The only thing that I'm allowed to talk about is my Roto VR behind me, which is a made-for-Meta product. And I'll be showcasing it in the very near future, and I actually really like it. No Hammerhead life for me, Oni. Definitely not. I've had 3 Pimax headsets, and I don't think I liked any of them. I'm getting a Quest 3 for my birthday on the 14th this month. Do you have any tips to get the best experience out of the box? I'm going to be working on a video for that. Psycho, are you brand new to VR? Or I'm assuming you're brand new. Best experience, take it slow. If you feel any discomfort, take a break. Don't push yourself. Don't try the craziest games right out the bat. Like, don't try to jump like right into like Saints and Sinners or even like Population 1. Take your time. Enjoy it. Check out a few videos online of other things you can do with the headset. Look for starter games. I tend to make lots of videos with starter games. I'm going to have a list going up soon, like right before the release of that headset, so people know what to do. So I'm already working on a video with this specific topic. But like, take it slow. Definitely don't get yourself, motion sick. Some people aren't susceptible at all, but if you do, it's going to ruin your day. The second you feel any discomfort, just take the headset off, take an hour-long break. That's my best advice. And then take it slow. Just take it in and enjoy it. Let's see. How far are we from Quest 4? I don't know. Shout out to all the dads in the chat. What's up? Do you think that they will patch Hitman on Quest 3 to match the PSVR version? No. They'll patch it. They'll try. They got to restore their name. They got to restore faith in their studio. XR Games. Someone said to me before that game released, they went, hey, have you tried Hitman 3 yet? I said, no, It's on my list. Once I get back home, I'm gonna try it. They went, and I went, yeah, that bad? They said, studio ending bad. And I went, oh my goodness. And then I tried it, and I was like, oh damn. I was like, I don't think it's gonna end the studio, but they are gonna get smacked up for this. Let's see. Where's your NDA spot in your room? What are you talking about, Ninja? A non-disclosure agreement? Oh, I don't have a non-disclosure agreement space. What did I miss? My dad is not a gamer. I showed him the new Adam Savage experience in VR. Oh, did that blow him away? I have a dad story. My dad has passed over 5 years now. But my dad was not a gamer, was not into video games, was not a tech guy. I've been a tech guy my whole life. I put him into VR when I got the HTC Vive, and I rattled his brain. He was walking around this room like he was acting like I went to the future, stole technology, and brought it back in time. He was just like, where did this come from? This is amazing. I can't believe you. Like, how did you, what? He was just like dumbfounded. And that's an experience I wanted to give to so many people ever since that. Like, that's just a moment that is like frozen in time in my memory. And I just kind of see him like slack-jawed. Like, I got the memory. Him slack-jawed, kind of just that dumb face on as you look around in VR. And yeah, so whenever I, miss the guy and think of him, that's the first memory that comes to mind. I think all sons love Gorn and Blaine and Sorcery. It's just, if you're a son, you gotta love it. Got two heads now. Suggestions of games to play with my 9-year-old. 9's a little young. 9 is a little young, and it's tough because, I play some games with my daughter. Like, she likes Beat Saber for sure. But I don't want her in too long because she's small, and I don't want to hurt her neck or her eyesight. So I'm not like super keen on letting her play much. There's not much like we could play together. Maybe like try something like Blast On. It's free to play. So you guys got two headsets. You could try that. It's good. It's just gonna be you and him. You could take it easy on him. Stuff like that. RTX 5090 when? Soon, actually. I think January is what the leaks are saying for the 5090, which I'll probably get. Mateo playing Gorilla Tag. Never. Not my style, man. It's just not me. Sorry. Let's see. Did you do a vid on the new Vive? I'm under embargo soon. Still. They kind of gave me one date, and then they were like, no, we're holding off. So I'm still under embargo. I'm still waiting. I have a video like ready to go. I used the headset a good amount, but that's where we are. Let's see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to talk about that headset. People want more PC VR stuff, and this is an all-in-one headset. It does both. It's doing both standalone and PCVR. Sorry, my brain went sideways there because I'm looking at like my bandwidth meter, and it's been all over the place. This video, it's absolutely crazy. But thumbs up, guys. It's been coming. I see I dropped a bunch of frames. But if we've been coming in good, yes. Thumbs down for bad. I've never seen it this bad in my life. And like I said, Xfinity's been working all over, my neighborhood. They've been screwing stuff up. My 9-year-old is crazy about Gorilla Tag. I've been in the Gorilla Tag a couple times, and it was just like nonstop racism. And I'm like, I'm out. Like squeakers and racism. So I'm good. What do you think about the future of Apple Vision Pro? I think by next year, we're going to get a cheaper non-pro version, probably around half the price. I think that headset had a lot that I really like, but it's a prototype almost. It's almost like the Quest Pro was. It's definitely not ready for, modern consumers. Enthusiasts, people with money to burn, sure, but definitely not modern consumers. And it had one hell of a screen, though. The screen was super great. The pass-through was amazing. But again, it's one of those OLED screens with high persistence. So it's not good for gaming. So like you move your head and it's got a really rough blur. So I like some things about it. I also thought it was, super uncomfortable. So it needs work before it's like a true consumer product, in my opinion. Although I generally agree with your takes about why additional VR wearables are too much for most people, what about a Quest version of the same leg trackers as Pico made? So Meta is considering it. Meta said we got to see how, like they said, like, we don't believe in it. I'm pretty sure this was like Boz's statement. He's like, we don't believe it. We don't believe it's the accessory that like people are looking for, that we need. So like we're gonna watch what Pico does and see how it sells and see people's response. And if it is something, that people want, sure. I mean, if it's a directly made by Meta product, then sure, it could be pretty solid. But a lot of these, especially third-party products, are just too much of a headache for people to set up. Like, there's too much going on. There's software's meh. Like, they did that the PC Wi-Fi adapter a while ago. I think D-Link made it. That thing was garbage. It was a terrible product. So, I don't know. Will you be doing a review for the new Gundam game? It's on my list to play. I've been dying to jump into it. I've just been super busy. Do you think we'll see any more PSVR 1 games come to PlayStation VR 2? I don't know, man. Farpoint, I would love to see, but I don't think that's happening. Blood and Truth, no, that studio's gone. Wipeout, if it was going to happen, I think it would have happened already. I think people have moved on. I think some studios felt like they didn't make enough money, and it's not worth it for them to jump back in. Favorite VR headset of all time for the longest was Index. The second I put that headset on, I'm like, this feels right. Feels right. The audio was amazing. I thought it used really good LCD panels. I know people didn't like the black level, but for me, that wasn't an issue. That was my favorite for the longest time. Is Metro already on Quest? Maybe. I love using the big screen app. Big screen app is fantastic. It really is. Yeah, full body is, for 99% of people, not worth the price tag. So single camera motion tracking, I can see being really impressive and getting pretty good. And if they can do it as it's like a wireless camera with a battery in it with a decent battery life, at least as long as the headset itself, which I think is doable, and it's reasonably priced, like if they could do it for like $150, yeah, that's a reasonable accessory. You buy it, you take it, you turn it on, it syncs to the headset, and then you get full motion capture. That's something that I could get behind, but it's gotta be like kind of seamless. Thoughts on both Soma FD updates? Much better. Much better. Your list to play must be scary big. It's insane. It's like I stopped just tracking, and every once in a while I just kind of like install games that I want to play, and then I look at what's installed on my headset and say, oh, I haven't played that one. I want the holodeck too. Who doesn't, man? Who doesn't? So guys, if you're here chilling out with me, thanks again for all your support. Always means a lot to me. Streamlabs is doing an awesome job of occasionally dropping my affiliate link. So it's up here. I will copy and paste it again. My affiliate link, it's dropping. This is pretty much like every single, did that paste? No, didn't paste. Okay, it's dropping my affiliate link. It's pretty much been like everything that I recommend is on that list with every discount. So if you guys are in the market for stuff, using that does help support me. And like sometimes there's bonuses and discounts. Not always. The games have discounts. The Quest 3S, if you get it through my link, you get an extra $30 of store credit, stuff like that. I'm doing what I can for you guys, and obviously there's money to be made in those affiliate links because a lot of you guys watching are going to go out and buy some hardware, buy some games, so why not click one of those links? Anyway, that's me dropping sponsor stuff, being a corporate chill. But what do you mean maybe when asked if Metro's already out on Quest? Doesn't it come out later this month of November? I don't know how to answer. No. Is it out? No, it's not out. You can't get it right now. No, it's not. It's not in the Meta Store. It's not available. So, I mean, I guess that's all you need to know. What VR multiplayer game should have been single player and vice versa? That, let me tell you, if I could think of an example, that's a crappy game. Because if you screwed up your genre that bad, it was probably a really bad game. God, I cannot think of anything offhand. That should, like, originally Onslaught, The Walking Dead Onslaught, was supposed to be a co-op game, and then they stripped co-op out. Maybe it would have been good if it was still maybe it would have been slightly better if it was still co-op, but that was a crappy game. No, like anything that's co-op is good in co-op, and anything that's single player maybe might benefit from co-op, but shouldn't have been a co-op game. So yeah, you got me. What do you think about Freeland VR? I think I talked about it in a recent video. I think it's really, really ugly. Like really, really ugly and not super fun. I think there is a group of people who will enjoy it. The people who like live for the grind, who live in the game world, who just like, just want to spend like hours and hours and hours and grinding out gear or whatever the case may be. I think some of those people might get hooked to it. Some of those people could relate to it. But I found it to have that same MMO emptiness that you see in a lot of other titles. Like the world feels fake, super artificial. It's just walk up to a guy and it's like, beep, boop, bop, here is your quest. All right, yeah, shut up and just give me a waypoint. I'll kill the guys. I'll be back in a minute. It almost feels soulless because so much work has to go into like the net code and getting it to run with a lot of people online and the back end number system and all that crap that you get like really crappy combat. You get a lifeless world. You get all these things. And I'm not down with that. It did not feel good to me at all. I think the next 3 months are going to be amazing game-wise. I think, Dave, you are right. Mr. Shoemaker. I used to work with a guy named Shemeka, and we used to call him Shoemaker. Anyway, I think the next 3 months are going to be amazing game-wise. So many next-level games, plus interesting new AR stuff. You're 100% right on. It's going to be really, really solid. And then eventually we'll get another VR is dying article eventually. Have you broken anything in your house playing VR? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, come with me. Come with me and you'll see my airlock doors actually hide a hole. See where it says like warning, keep out, like right where my finger is. I was playing Swords of Gargantua. Swords of Gura. And I was in a tournament. That was an online fighting game. And I put my elbow through the door. And there's a big old hole. And I said, crap, I need to fix the door. But then I got this brilliant light bulb idea. I said, why fix the door when we can put really cool stickers on it and make it look awesome and hide the hole? And that's what I did. We see a GT up in here. I see, what up, GT? Did I miss it? What up, man? Howdy. What's going on, brother? We're just chilling. We're just talking to the stream. A lot of fellow content creators hopped in today. So that's good. Lots of love. How you doing, brother? I missed you at Connect, man. We didn't really get to chat that much in GamesCon. We mentioned that a little bit, but you know how it is. It's just so hectic. I was like kind of further away in an Airbnb. So, our paths didn't cross that much. And then like by the time we sit down and we see each other, you get tired or you got a few drinks and whatever the case may be. But it's just like, I remember you're just like, you good, man? Every time I saw you, you good, man? I'm just like, why does GT keep asking me if I'm good? And then I met some other Brit there, a couple British guys we met one night. He's like, yeah, no, British guys just walk up to ask you if you're good. Like, you good? And I'm like, that's kind of like when I say, how you doing? It's like, yeah, it's the same thing. Anyway, that's one of my tangents. Does the Quest Store have lots of sales during the holidays? They're getting better, Trevor. They used to be horrible, but they're definitely getting better. They're definitely getting Mateo versus Game Material playing Among Us VR. I don't think we've been in Among Us VR together, but I have played with a lot of other content creators. And let me tell you, every once in a while, Shell Games is like, hey, we want you to stream the game. And I'm like, all right. I mean, it's not my forte. It's not my biggest thing, but I streamed Among Us like 3 or 4 times for Shell Games. And the last 2 were great. The last 2 were absolutely great. I did Genghis VR and Tigress so dirty. So giggity. It was ridiculous how bad I just lied my face off and got them ejected. And I was laughing my ass off. I made myself laugh. Yeah, GT, I'm good, man. You good? So I don't think I've played with GT in Among Us, but that'll be fun. What do you think about Valve going the meta route, making an index headset that runs SteamOS and plays Steam VR games? I'm all for it. I mean, I don't think Valve will release a headset that just does VR. I think they realize there's not enough money, profit in that. If they do a headset, it'll be like a Steam Deck with a screen, which is kind of what I do all the time. I use my Steam Deck with my X-Real glasses because it's a fantastic combo. I think they do something similar to that and also allow it to play VR games. The problem is the price, like, can they get the price good enough? But if you could get a mobile device that plays Steam VR solid, freaking game changer. You like a British cup of tea? A spot of tea? I'm not a big tea fan, except for when I had that laryngitis. I was on like 7 cups a day. We did play Among Us once, the first DLC. All right. It's hard to remember. Oh, I've got Felix. Thanks, buddy. You keep gifting memberships. I really appreciate it. You're the man. All right, you are the man. So it is a little after 3, guys. So I'm just doing a little time check here. I'm just checking in with my wife. I'm just checking in with her real fast because someone has to pick up my kid in a little bit. The kids were actually home today. Now my little one is upstairs. I just was like, here's the TV. Peace. And luckily that worked today. I thought she was going to be down here just roughing up the whole stream and grabbing the mic and being like, my dad smells. That's something she would do because she's my kid. But no, I mean, I had both kids home today. One went to her friends and I got to pick her up soon. So that's why I was doing the time check. So I'm checking if I got 20 minutes left with you guys or if I got 10 minutes left with you guys. One of them. You're lost if we lose 10 minutes. All right. Catching up on the chat here. Weren't you frustrated with the lack of new games during MetaConnect? No. So I'll explain something. A long time ago, not a couple of years ago, a long time ago, MetaConnect changed from being a gaming event to being more of a technology-driven event. And I was actually super pumped with MetaConnect this year. Now, I was sad that we did not get a gaming event, but Meta really only had one first-party title to show off this year, which is Batman. So, and then they're probably going to only do 1 or 2 each year. So unless they're seeing a lot of really cool stuff from other developers, there's really no need to promote it. There's so much going on that these games are getting promoted. They're getting hyped up. The love is here. So they don't really need to do the gaming event either, unless they got super shocking stuff coming. So MetaConnect is not about games anymore. And I wasn't frustrated. I was very happy with the direction they were going in. I can understand people being disappointed, but it's about expectations. I went in not expecting anything gaming. I mean, I kind of knew from leaks prior, and then I knew very right before the event. Meta kind of gives us a little bit what to expect, because it was supposed to be there. But they still blew me away. Like I said, cheap hardware that's going to sell, that's going to make VR grow. It's very robust, affordable hardware. They proved they can make a wearable that appeals to more than just gamers, and they showed the future they've been promising for years is coming. So I was blown away. More, thank you for gifting a membership. Guys, you guys are crazy. You're spending money on me. You guys are nuts. Do another 10 minutes, then encore 10 minutes more. I'll bow and stuff. Best encore I ever saw. Dave Matthews, Giant Stadium. The sky, it was 95 degrees out. The sky opened up. I swear he said, "Let it rain tonight" as part of one of his songs. And lightning went off as if the gods replied. and we all were just drenched in this like, sticky, hot, wet t-shirt contest all of a sudden. We're all going nuts, and they played in the rain for 10 minutes. It was easily one of the craziest concerts ever, and I love how this is just me going off on tangents now. Dude, more, stop doing this. Stop. Why are you why are you guys wasting money on me? I'm a dude on the internet who's just passionate about VR, who likes talking about this stuff and likes answering your questions. This is my socialization. I'm getting more out of this than you guys. Stop it. Stop it. But thank you guys. I do appreciate it. But just, everybody else, just give a thumbs up and I'll be happy. Let's see. Is this it? The peak of standalone VR games? How could it get any better? It can always get better. I mean, it's going to get better because what's going to happen is the hardware will get better. Graphics will get better. Performance will get better. And then eventually we get stuff in more features. Eye tracking, face tracking, whatever. Whatever really ups the game. Oasis coming to the US. You a fan? I'm a fan, but not that to the point that I would go see them. What does a membership get you? That's an excellent question. I don't know. You want something? I think I got like some special emotes, maybe. I don't know. You tell me what you want, Trevor. You DM me and you tell me what you want, and I'll take care of you. It's my birthday month. Just having fun, bro. You're a good dude. Thanks. Well, happy birthday. I hope you have a, awesome time. Try not to get too hungover because birthdays usually do me in. I get more money than those gifts. We all see about that. Yeah, so now thumbs up I meant like for the, you don't have to give it to the chat. You can give it to the video. But that's all good. I'll take what I can get. Green text for your chat name. Damn right, son. You get green text for your chat name. Honestly, guys, I don't pay enough attention to that stuff. Like the memberships, the ways that I can make extra money on the channel. I'm kind of just like doing my thing, and I've been doing my thing for a long time. I try to make this presentation to you guys the best it can be. Save my energy for those things. However, yeah, I want to work on something. So I know there's like a couple videos, even one with GT, that's trapped behind a membership wall. But then I thought to myself, do I really want to do that to people? I feel bad. It was like videos where I did any type of like call with someone and we did like a little podcast. Normies get to see the unedited version. No, normies get to see the edited version, and members get that super big version. All right, my wife's the best. You guys got another 15 minutes with me. Love you. I don't know how she puts up with me. All right. Access to Mateo's OnlyFans content. No, that's $50 a month, and you guys are not ready for that. You're not ready for my OnlyFans. So the Alien game is not going to be like Isolation. It's not going to be a stealth-driven game like that. It's going to be more action-oriented. It's kind of going to be like, it looked like it's going to be a hybrid between like stealth and action. The choice is yours. Risk versus reward mechanics. Like, you could go in guns blazing, but just know you're going to draw in more enemies. So if you're really good at combat, sure, maybe you could get away with guns blazing, but I think it's going to be like a weird combo. Isolation felt padded to me. Oh yeah, members get access to my show. They get access to the hot tub streams. Am I going to go live again before the 14th? Yeah, I'll be live again on the 10th. Why? What's the 14th? I go live every Thursday, unless something comes up. But I'm excited for the Alien game. I know I'm sad, but Senna, what happened? Did I miss something? Don't be sad, be happy. Brother, in the name of the Emperor, there's no sadness here, only war. Bulletstorm 50% off, worth it? Yeah, I think it is. I mean, listen, not every game is for every person. It's old school, like they curse for the sake of cursing. It's over the top type of thing. Like, Gears of War on steroids and quirkiness, kind of like they were a little bit before Gears of War, or maybe right around the same time. So I did like the combat, like the scoring system where you use the leash and you whip people around, and like the kills you get like you get scored based on how cool you kill people. I like they have a lot of unique weapons, but it's a different pace than modern shooters. It's also like a lot of guys are bullet spongy. It's not super challenging in a lot of areas. Some areas the AI is kind of like brain dead. It's an older game, but I had a lot of fun playing it, and they fixed it up a good amount. So 50% off, it's worth it. A VR Mateo OnlyFans. No. This is the real deal. We're not going in VR for this. This is the real deal. The Kiwi strap-ons. Oh my goodness. All right. John, what's up, man? Thank you for the donation. Remember, guys, you don't need to donate. I'll still answer your questions. Just at me. But anyway, should I get Aliens on Quest or PlayStation VR 2? Do you have a Quest 2 or Quest 3? That's like my first difference, only because Quest 2, I wonder, it's probably going to look meh. Probably not even run fantastic, but I don't know for sure yet. And then like, which headset do you enjoy more playing your games on? Do you enjoy your games more on Quest? Do you enjoy more on PlayStation VR 2? Now, a game like Alien, the PlayStation VR 2 might be the better option. You know, obviously it's definitely going to look better. And with the OLED panel, a dark game like that, a spooky game like that, probably really solid. You get extra haptics in your head and your controllers. So, you know, in a situation like that, yeah, get it on the platform you enjoy more. But I think there's going to be benefits. I don't think you have to worry about the cable in a game like that. So there's definitely going to be benefits on the PlayStation VR 2. You should get Mateo? No, not for sale. Do comparison videos? I don't know. People tend not to like comparison videos. They're kind of like me. What do you think about it? Is it worth to buy one? What are we talking about, Felix? The PlayStation VR 2? It's hard for me to recommend. Only because I just don't think it has much of a future. Like, you can buy one. There's tons of great content to experience on it. Like, exclusive content you really can't get anywhere else. Like, the Resident Evil 4 remake. The newest Resident Evil. So what was that? Village? The Village? God, there's so many now. So you have that one in VR also. And then you have Horizon Call of Mountain, which I really enjoyed. I wouldn't say it's the best VR game, but it's like a solid B+. Very good experience. I just wish it had like better storytelling, some better mechanics, but a lot of it I really liked. Yeah, it's got its solid exclusives. It, you know, my issues are more with the hardware and the fact that I just don't think it has a bright future. You know, the sweet spot is small. They have a weird like anti-glare thing on their lens that makes it look dirty. And then, you know, Fresnel lens, meh. I don't like the high persistence OLED. It, you know, it blurs too much when you move rapidly. So my issue is more with the hardware, not with the games. Yeah, see, colors are much better on the PlayStation VR, but the sweet spot, the blur, 100%. VR is always about trade-offs. Psycho, can I get a happy birthday? Yeah, sure. Okay. Psycho Mom 3321. This is a happy birthday from Mateo 311. How was that? I don't know why I went into like kind of Space Marine voice for that. Psycho Mom. But I did. I'm still angry for myself falling for the inflated hype generated by the community right before the launch. So, I mean, I was pumped up, Oni, and I'm sorry if I contributed to that, but I was pumped up for the PlayStation VR 2. I thought we would get like a little shift in the VR industry. I thought Sony, like, if they're going to make the hardware, they'd actually invest in the hardware and we'd get more than one, you know, like exclusive title. Well, exclusive. There's a little bit more than one exclusive, but one exclusive made for VR game. Like, that's all we really got. So it's been rough. I mean, and some people will agree. Village and RE4 are worth their money. And I mean, it's a lot of money to spend for most people, especially if you don't already have a PlayStation 5. It's a ton of money, but I get it. GT7 is another big one I should have mentioned. Yeah. What was the last great movie you saw on that dope looking projector behind you? Um, Honestly, I think the last thing I watched recently was The Matrix a few weeks ago, like right before I went to Gamescom, because I've adopted the neighbor. I've talked about her on stream before. The neighbor's kid. I pretend adopted her. She's 15 now. Her dad unfortunately passed a couple years back. We got really, really close to the neighbors during COVID, and now they're like part of the family. They go on vacation with us. The kid she just walks in my house at this point. She knows my door code and everything like that. They kind of like live here when I'm not home. She watches my kids all the time. So I always joke that's my adopted kid. And there's a bunch of old school movies she hasn't seen. And Matrix was one. And her mom was like, I haven't seen Matrix either. I'm like, ladies, let's go. Let's go. No hesitation. We're pumping the sound. We're turning this bad boy up and we're watching Matrix. That's the last movie I think I watched down here. Do you think Nintendo will join the VR community? Maybe. I think if Nintendo joins, they'll wait till it's an established and well-performing medium. Kind of like what Microsoft does we'll dip our toe in, and if we snag something, we'll keep doing it. But if we don't snag anything, we're done. Or they do, hey, we'll wait until it's a fully established and try and jump into the market. And they hit or miss constantly. Remember the Matrix UE5 demo? I do. That looked crazy. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping this up soon. We're going to be ending out the stream soon. Freehold. You saw GT slammed Freehold. I'm not familiar with Freehold. GT likes the slam stuff too. Lately, I just if I don't like something, I don't have the energy to play it. And I'll just be like, I don't have the energy to play this and then talk about it and then hear people get mad that I don't like it. Not to say but not to say I won't still shit talk stuff like Freeland. Mario and Max Mustard Astro style. Yeah, that'd be sweet. That really would. Are there any rumors or info on resolution development of D&D game? I do have something that I can't talk about. Maybe. I heard something. I have heard minimal. And let me tell you, Amber, who works for Resolution Games, she's, heads their PR team. Excuse me if I'm messing up her title. But Amber is amazing. And I talk to her constantly and see her at events every once in a while. And I'm always like, D&D, talk. And she's like, oh, I can't talk. I'm like, yeah, have a drink. I'm like, D&D, how's it going? I can't talk. And then I'll be like, I can't talk about D&D. And I'm like, damn it, I still can't get her to talk. So yeah, I try. But I heard one little tiny bit of information that obviously I can't share. And it's in the rumor, secondhand rumor. So I wouldn't even share it anyway because it could be so wrong. But I am insanely pumped for that. Sorry, you meant Freeland. Yeah, smart light, dimwit. I was ripping Freeland earlier. I was ripping it. It is super ugly, super grindy. I didn't find anything about it I liked. Still waiting for the tech in the demo to be able to sustain 60 FPS, let alone 90 times 2. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. What do you know about Walltown Wonders? Okay. Give it up, embargo or no embargo. So I showed off Walltown Wonders in my Gamescom video. I did their demo, 45-minute demo. I thought it was beautiful. Like the best looking mixed reality ever. They had some tweaks to make because I'm pretty sure they were using reprojection and it caused some artifacts that were less than fantastic, especially with text. That's one thing you always see. When you're using reprojection and you turn your head, text kind of goes blip, blip, blip. That's the technical term, blip, blip, blip. So text tends to not look fantastic in that scenario. But it was beautiful. It was cool. Like, you're walking around the room and you're digging up the ground and you got this person in your hand that looks unbelievable. Like, it was crazy. It was one of the best looking. I remember that's the same team that did Hubris. So they know graphics, man. Have you tried Oktoberfest? I haven't. I heard it's fun. You literally buy games. You have no interest in trying to support developers. That's really nice of you. But unfortunately, most people can't do that. That's awesome of you, though. That's very awesome. All right, we're gonna be calling it quits, guys. I'm gonna start doing my my outro here, and so just a couple last things I'll mention to you guys. First off, thank you guys for being here. I'm actually in the process of like redoing the stream stuff, so we're gonna have like cool new intros and stuff. It's all being worked on. We'll get there eventually. Smart, thank you. I'm happy. I'm feeling well too, but thanks for the best wishes. So, much love for the content and talks. Have a great day, sir. You too. So, hi, if you're just hopping in, I'm kind of wrapping things up. Let me do my wrap up spiel. Thank you guys for being here and supporting me. The best thing you could do for me is always just leave a thumbs up on my video, drop a comment, any feedback, things you like, things you don't like. Always super helpful. Always really appreciate that, guys. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys. I would not be here. All the people who donated, you're absolutely amazing. You guys don't need to do that, but I do deeply appreciate it. I have the affiliate link that's been dropped a whole bunch of times today. I'll get another link to that for you guys in just a second. My master affiliate link is pretty much everything I use, everything I support, everything I recommend, tons of different sales and discounts and all that stuff. Hey, Streamlabs just dropped it, but I'll drop it again anyway. So it's a Google Doc, it's a spreadsheet, all this stuff. So if you're ever looking for tech and there's something not on there, message me. I'll get it on there. And yeah, so it's just a great way for you guys to get discounts and get stuff that you would buy anyway, and you support me in the process. And then thanks to awesome people like Kiwi, who support my streams, support my videos, help fund the channel. They're awesome too. You guys are absolutely amazing. This was very fun talk. I love talking about VR. We do this once a week. I'll be back on Thursday. Get your questions ready for next week, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Go back to work. Go back to whatever you need to do. It's been fun. Until next time, and I'm pretty sure I have my old end screen. Yeah, it's here.